just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. He wasn't my type. He wasn't my type.
Don't get suckered into this shit, bro. Something ain't right. I didn't like that video. You wasn't my type. But when you successful, you everybody's fucking type.
I left him in my DMs for like 2 months, and then finally I answered him. But I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends.
Everybody know in the world I love my girl.
Oh, he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him.
What's the rules we have in a relationship?
Rule number 1, always talk in private if we have a problem with something.
Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
I love my woman. When I take a picture with a girl, I make sure my hand is in the front. Then you can see both of my hands. You know, I'm not that close to you. Hey, it's a routine, and I make sure I only take pictures with females when she around.
Nigga, please.
Today's episode, we got a good one for y'all. We have figured out what happened with the Travis Hunter controversy with his girlfriend. And today, we're going to let you know exactly what it is. But just to give you a little preview, the reason that it happened is problematic relationship rules. Stay tuned.
So you are what you are in this world. That's either one or two things. Either you're somebody or you're nobody.
Dante, what's going on? I see you got the dreads dreading. What's happening?
Not much, just chilling. How you been?
I've been good. I have not been dreading. So, I've been good out here. But with that being said, Travis Hunter and the controversy with his girlfriend. Have you seen it? Do you know what's happening with that?
Yeah, with his girl.
Yeah, Leanna. Apparently, they've been together since they were like 15 years old. So this is a this is a long-term relationship. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that kind of, opens up a lot of eyes right there.
Yeah. So the Travis Hunter controversy. We've all seen the video. She just snubbed him. She just gave him the cold shoulder. What do you think about that?
I think it's pretty wild, to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah, that is not something that you want on a national stage, any issues in your relationship. Nobody wants that broadcasted to the entire world. He's the leading Heisman Trophy candidate. And, him and his girlfriend, apparently he's a gamer also. So he has another life outside of football. But any sort of relationship issues, nobody wants that kind of stuff exposed. So today, Dante, we're going to unpack the Travis Hunter controversy and what actually happened between him and his fiancée, Leanna. So the first two videos that we're going to see are going to be a recap generally of what happened, right? But then there's also this woman on TikTok who said she is a lip reader and she has unlocked what happened with Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to it.
Will certainly have an incredible last memory of taking the field with his sons, Shador and Shiloh, here at Folsom Field at home.
Leanna, you the best man in football, girl. Get a man
I'm
some
so done
peas.
with all this.
What did I do?
I saw you talking to those bees over there. Why would you do that?
I was interacting with the fan.
When Travis Hunter comes over to Leanna, she says, "I'm so done with all of this." Travis Hunter then says, "What'd I do?" Leanna says, "I saw you talking to those bitches over there. Why would you do that?" And then Travis Hunter says, "I was interacting with the fans." Okay. First of all, I would say I would agree with what the lip reader said happened. If you agree with what the lip reader said, comment down below. If you think something else happened, let us know in the comments and we'll discuss it. So, Dante, what do you think?
I agree as well. Like, it just looked the part, so.
And it makes sense, right? He's a high-profile athlete. He's the leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy, a star cornerback, top 5 NFL draft pick. And now he is interacting with fans, cheerleaders, like he said. She's like, "Why were you talking to those chicks?" And he's like, "I was just interacting with the fans." So this is where I'm believing that the problematic relationship rules is what caused this incident between Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. So with that being said, Cam Newton actually chimed in. We're going to see what advice Cam has to give to young Mr. Travis Hunter.
Grilled by his girlfriend at the end of the game. Obviously, this is what the camera caught. It might have not been that, but this is what the camera caught.
Sweetheart and females alike. I'm not saying this in a disrespectful manner. Just understand what comes with the guy that you're dating and not be naive to who he is. It's hard. He's getting used to, okay, this lifestyle with money. And from what we've seen, Travis Hunter has been the perfect citizen for everything. We need people around us that understands what we're going through or can try to understand. But as a young player that's 20, 21 years old, bro, he's still figuring this out. Then I'll go back to and I'll say this. It's not going to get any easier. Let's not be delusional about that. It's only going to get tough. He's only going to get richer. He's only going to get more notoriety. So, girlfriend, so fiance, so wife, understand what your partner is going through. It's not about you, babe. It's not about you, babe. It's not about you, babe.
Okay. So Cam Newton's advice. Dante, what do you think about Cam Newton's advice?
I mean, he ain't wrong. It's like you got to understand where like he's coming from, the environment that he's in. Like, I mean, she's been with him for how long? How long has it been? Like,
I think since high school.
All right, since high school. And he was like, he's been having notoriety ever since. And he went to Jackson State, like the HBCU. Him, Shador, Shiloh, they all transferred to Colorado, and they all just were balling out since. So, I mean, it's kind of goes hand in hand. Like, hey, should be more aware of this kind of thing.
That's true. But as you figure, he was a highly recruited. I think he may have been the number one athlete in the country coming out of high school. So he had notoriety then. Now he goes to Colorado, and this dude is he's balling, like you said, balling out. Wide receiver, cornerback, leading candidate for the Heisman Trophy. And now like Cam Newton said, his status is just growing, astronomical, because Cam Newton also won the Heisman. So Cam is talking from experience, right? You and we could speculate to a certain extent, but Cam Newton is talking from his own personal experience, having gone through it, and the girlfriend not really understanding where Travis Hunter's celebrity status is about to go.
Now, see, when you say that, how should she adjust to Travis Hunter's growing celebrity status?
So in my opinion, I'm going to take what Cam Newton said. Be understanding of what it is that he's going through. And that Cam Newton clip was actually a longer clip. Advised, her mindset should or could be, how can she help him in this instance, right? How can she be helpful? So if she's looking to help him, because you got to think, he's the star of the relationship, right? So if she's looking at how she can help him as opposed to thinking about her own feelings, why are you over there talking to those girls? And remember what I said before, problematic relationship rules cause this. And she's thinking, I have my relationship rules, but he's doing something outside of our relationship rules. I need to say something to him, as opposed to he's about to hit an unbelievable celebrity status, likely to earn upwards $500 million in his entire career. And she's like, my feelings. Do you see what I mean? We're going to jump on the next video here. And in this next video, as I was saying, this kind of goes to their relationship and the dynamic of the relationship between Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. I think this is going to be a bit telling.
Baby, you go. Rule number one.
Rule number one?
What's the rules we have in a relationship?
Rule number one, always talk in private if we have a problem with something.
Yeah. Second rule is we don't hug people of the opposite gender.
Is it better to be a kid or an adult?
Kid.
Kid.
I be having so fun. Look at my fit.
He's still a kid.
I'm still a kid at heart.
I'm the adult in the relationship.
So the first relationship rule was if they have a problem, talk in private. She didn't do that, right? It was only maybe a 7-second interaction, but it's caused kind of people to put eyes on their relationship. And then the second relationship was we don't hug people of the opposite gender. Problematic relationship rules cause this. What do you think?
I don't know about you or anyone. I would usually think, hey, those are kind of red flags because, first of all, why are you calling them rules? Like, why got to be a rule?
He's a star, right? He's a
See,
star.
That's the thing. I think it's more so because he's a star,
Mm-hmm.
not because if it was like just some regular Joe Schmo, then I don't think there would be necessarily any extreme rules, so to speak.
No, because he's been a star. Let's say he's been a star probably since middle school, right? So this guy's been a star. What is he? Let's say he's 22. He's probably been a star since he was 10 years old, if not younger than that. You know how many girls he's probably had throwing themselves at him, and now that's going to make any girlfriend feel a little bit insecure, right? So they set up these relationship rules to say, oh, don't hug anybody of the opposite sex or the opposite gender. And thinking that that works. And when you're in high school, that could even potentially work in college. This dude's about to go to the NFL. He's gonna have business partners and business dealings, and he's gonna be like, oh, I can't have this particular business deal because my wife wouldn't like it. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man.
Passing up business deals on just because of that.
But you could see how.
Yeah.
And the second clip there, he said he likes still being a kid. She's the adult in the relationship. That's problematic also.
Why would you think that's problematic?
Because if you have business dealings and your wife is, or your husband, either or, depending what the role is, your wife or husband is insecure and they're telling you not to do that. So it's costing your family money. It's costing your brand recognition. It can just mess up a whole bunch of things if your husband or wife needs to be too involved. Let's be honest. All of this boils down to cheating, infidelity. That's what all this boils down to. You're trying to make guard so that person doesn't go out, cheat on you with someone else. Be honest. That's what this boils down to.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it any other way, really.
Him still thinking that he's the kid and she feels like she's the adult. That's a bad dynamic. That is not going to work going forward. And now I can see how this all happened, as I was saying before. This all happened because of these problematic relationship rules. The next upcoming videos are going to be around the same topic, relationship rules. I didn't really know this was a thing. Maybe this is what you younger folks, like, you Gen Zers out there with all this relationship rules stuff. But hey, we're going to watch it and we're going to see what's going to happen.
10 rules in my relationship as somebody that's been in a relationship for 6 years. Rule number 1, always share your location. This should be such a standard because A, why would it matter if I have your location or not? Like, what are you trying to hide? B, it's like a safety thing. It's good to have each other's locations. Number 2, he has to compliment me at least once a day. Number 3, always text me goodnight when we're not like sleeping over together. Number 4, you are not going to the strip club, not with the boys. You didn't just stumble into the strip club on a night out. Number 5, it's fine if you're friends with girls, but you better not be like best friends. Number 6, I should be able to have your phone passcode. Number 7, no controlling energy when it comes to girls' night. Girls' night is girls' night. I'm loyal. Let's relax. Number 8, no liking other girls' pictures. No. Number 9, literally never lie. That's like my number 1 deal breaker. Number 10, always give me cuddles because I have severe separation anxiety and need to be snuggled.
And we're gonna do our relationship rules, Gold Juice edition. Location. I don't care about location. I never had anyone's location on, but if you don't answer my phone call, it's a problem.
Location means you got trust issues, so I don't need that. Come on.
We answer phones. That's what we do. Friends of opposite gender? No.
I don't mind them.
Passwords. We got the same password. Communication
is key.
Number 1, would you share your location with me?
What's that?
Like location? Ugh, he doesn't have an iPhone, y'all. Red flag.
But we together all the time anyway.
I know, but okay, next, would you share your password with me?
Yeah, you have the password to my phone.
Is it bad that I don't remember? Do you remember my password?
But we don't go through each other's phones anyway. Like we don't do that.
We never do. I don't like that.
But mine is 911, just in case you.
Okay, would you post me on social media?
I post you all the time.
I like that. Yeah.
Okay. Problematic relationship rules. I think there was a kind of a very kind of different relationships there. I think that first woman, I think she's the most problematic. I think, and I'm gonna be honest, I think she's toxic. I mean, to say that you can't go to the strip club with your friends, but her girls' night don't be toxic because she's loyal. That's the key. That's a key saying of someone who's going to cheat. I'm going to constrain what you do, but when I go out, don't you worry about me. That I see that as definitely a problematic relationship rule right there. But also sharing a location. Yeah. I don't. I would never do that. But I'm older than you. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not sharing my location with anybody for safety. What do you think? I'm going to call you and say I'm about to be kidnapped, and you're going to show up and you're going to stop somebody try to kidnap me? Like, maybe you can explain. I think this is a younger thing more than it is for somebody of my age.
All right, my reasoning is different. My reasoning is different, but for most people, they say it's safety, but it's really just to see if you're out there on a weird location that you didn't tell them about or whatsoever, and then that's really it. Because there's no other way you could try to make it seem like it's something else, because it's really not. It's just, hey, where are you at all times? Oh, you're at work. Oh, you're doing this. You're doing that. Oh, you said you were with your moms, but then you're somewhere else. It's a security thing for themselves. But when I say them, I mean for the significant other. Like, it's
Okay.
just, yeah, because it's just like, oh, just like some reassurance kind of thing. Like, oh, they're there. They said they were there. Okay, I feel better now. And
Okay.
what?
Okay. So how does it work? You're talking to that person at night and y'all are going over where all your locations were?
Oh, no.
I don't understand the mechanics behind this, how this even works, why this even makes logical sense.
I mean, maybe some people do that. What you said, that's wild. I think that's really overboard. But
It's the evil world we live in.
in
Go ahead.
in my case, it's more so just, I guess, not an insurance kind of thing. Just like how I said it, just like reassurance. 'Cause
I'm not believing you.
I don't believe you.
Hey,
no, because all right, because
in the
what?
comments, in the comment section, can y'all explain to me what this is about? So comment below if you have any prior relationship rules that were problematic. I just want to get a varied opinion because I don't understand this at all. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I mean, it's really different because it depends who you ask. Because for me, it's more so like like how I see it is
Mhm.
more so like I'm willing to share the location, because if you or do anything, none extreme like how that first girl was talking about. Like that's
Okay.
just, yeah, that's toxic. But sharing locations, you know, passwords, all that. I'm not with the looking through in phones, but hey, it is what it is. Like, if you suspect me of doing anything weird or anything crazy, then I instantly think that you're doing it because I know what I'd be doing. And it's just like nothing, like you have everything. So it's like for you to suspect me of anything, then clearly you did something wrong. Like, cause you
I
could, you, hmm.
I don't understand how having someone's location solves any of that.
It really doesn't, to me, to how I think it doesn't solve any issue. But like I said, it's a reassurance thing just to.
So if you say, okay, so I don't mean to cut you off, but if you say that you went to Walmart, but you really went to Target, and they're like, I got you. What? That's crazy. That is crazy.
See, yeah, because people change their minds. Some, like, I say I'm going to Wendy's, but really I change my mind. I want to go to McDonald's, and then I don't get people updating their status every other hour or whatever.
Okay, understandable. Have you ever had someone that you shared your location with and they questioned you about where you were?
Oh no,
Okay,
no,
okay, because I'm trying to understand how this plays out in real life.
I don't know. It's really like, How I see it might be an insecurity thing because it's like if you constantly thinking your significant other's cheating, then I don't know where your mindset is at. It's like, do you think you're undeserving of that person, or do you think they're just not that good of a person? What's the characteristics that that person's given out for you to even think, hey, they might be doing such and such?
Mm-hmm. That is understandable. And that was kind of the common thread between all three was location.
Yeah,
Location and then having the password to the phone.
that's
Like,
wild.
I mean, I wouldn't have a password on my phone. Like, if you want to look through it, I mean, look through it. I don't care. But I mean, you're going to ask me about, well, why is this here? Why is that there? You can, the door is that way. Like, what do you mean? Why is something there?
See,
Even
I
if-
would like
what?
see. So this is where it's different. See, it's like you could look through my phone, but you ain't gonna find anything. I mean, if you're gonna continuously ask me, hey, I want to look through your phone, I want to look through your phone, look through your phone, then it gets annoying. It's like, all right,
Mhm.
clearly there's some kind of disconnect. There's something that needs to be discussed. And if you're not willing to discuss it, then it's like, all right, you need to get out because I'm not
Yeah.
dealing with this for the rest of my life.
But you figure like if people are looking for something, they're going to find something. Not even that there is something concrete there. They're just going to take something and then blow it up into something else. That's what I'm talking about. Not
Yeah.
that, there's your girlfriend's name is Tanisha, and then there's another girl there's another girl named Kelly who is sending you explicit pictures. Like that's kind of caught you red-handed, or there's something in it like, hey, it was nice. I can't wait to see you again. Last night was amazing. Something like that.
Yeah.
No, just kind of a little thing here, a little thing there, and now they want to question you about it.
Yeah, that's the thing. And it's just like you just question every little thing and you keep constantly looking. It's like you're making something out of nothing.
Mhm.
You're just blowing it out of proportion. And now we're having this whole discourse between us. And it's just for
Yeah.
what? For what? It's like all this could have been avoided. You could just talk to me. Like, well, I mean, even if talking is not even gonna help it, then I guess that's where you gotta, part ways because communication is everything, right?
Yeah. And that ultimately, and to kind of, bring it all back to the source of Travis Hunter and his girl and his fiance and the controversy. If you were supposed to talk about problems in private, that didn't happen. And you shouldn't hug the other gender. I could see he's going to be in the NFL next year where that is going to go so far. That's going to be so wrong. And she's going to get so mad about that. I hope that she gets that kind of under control. Like Cam Newton said, it's not about you. This dude may end up earning in excess of $500 million, maybe even $1 billion. You never know. And either she's going to blow it up to the point where he no longer wants to be associated with her, or she's gonna like, I'm finished with this, and then she moves on to somebody else.
I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. You don't need to prolong it and just try to make each other suffer. So
True. So yeah, so good conversation. Travis Hunter, problematic relationship rules caused what we saw a couple of weeks ago. So Dante, any final thoughts? Travis Hunter, problematic relationship rules, anything that we discussed tonight?
not hugging the opposite gender is wild. I will stand on that. And telling a man that they can't have female friends is also wild. Or saying you're fine with it, but then have a problem with it later. It's just no better. So
Yeah. Fellas, a lot of people talk about toxic masculinity, but also, fellas, be aware of toxic femininity. That first woman, go back, rewind it, comment below. What do you think about her 10 rules? I think that's toxic. And with that being said, Airs on Air, Dante Jr., Dante Sr., we out.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.